Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So in this video I want to be showing us how we are going to draft a princess that's bustier. Okay, so that's what we are doing in this video. As you can see, I've gone ahead and draft out all my basic bodies. Just like I said, I've drafted out my basic bodies, marked out my basic body pattern, and I marked my chest line, which is 10, and my bust point, which is 11.5, my under bust 15, my waist 18, and the full length 24. Now I want to mark out my shoulder. My shoulder is 15.5 divided by 2 is 7.75. So I'm going to add half inches for sewing allowance. Then that's where I get 8.25. So I marked my shoulder. I'm going to come down by 1.5 inches for the shoulder slope. Next, I'm going to mark 3.5 inches for my neck width, and then I'm going to mark 4 inches for my neck depth. Next, I'm going to connect the lines and trace them together, just like I'm doing. Okay, just watch what I'm doing. So after connecting the lines together, I'm going to mark out the midpoint from my armhole. Then once I marked it out, I'll come in by 0.75. Then I'm going to connect my armhole together. Before connecting my armhole together, I'll come down to my chest line. Then I'm going to mark out my bust circumference divided by 4, which is 10.5. I'm going to mark it out. So now I'm going to trace out my armhole from the beginning of from my shoulder slope down to where my bust circumference. I will stop there. Now once I'm done with that, I'll come to my center front where my bust point starts from. Then I'm going to mark my nipple to nipple measurement. My nipple to nipple is 4.5, but I'm adding 5 inches for sewing allowance, so I'm having 5. So I'm marking 5 inches from my bust point to my under bust, then to my waist, and also to the full length. So that's what I'm doing in this video. So next, I'm going to connect the lines together right from my bust point down to the full length. I'm going to connect the lines together. Then from my under bust point, I'm going to connect 1.5 inch from my right side here. Then I'll come down here to my left side. I'll connect 1 inch. Then I'm going to do same to my waist, where my waistline is. I also marked same on where my full length is. Before connecting the lines together, where my under bust is, I'm going to come down by 1 inch. Now from where I came down by 1 inch, I'm going to draw a curve. You see the way I placed the ruler? Yes, I'm going to draw a curve from that point down to where I marked 1.5 inch. Then I'm going to do same to the other side. From where I came down by 1 inch from my bust point, I'm going to mark that curve to where I marked 1 inch also. Then once I'm done with that, I will now draw a straight line down from there I'll draw a straight line from that point to my full length. I'll draw it from this side, and also I'll move to the other side. I'll also draw a straight line, just like how you are seeing in this video. So from my bust point again, I'm going to go up by ½ inch. I'm going to mark ½ inch. Now the reason why I'm doing this, okay, is for the bust to sit comfortably inside. I mean, the breast should sit comfortably inside your outfit. Okay, now I'll mark ½ inch. Then next I'm going to look for the midpoint of my armhole. Then I'm going to mark it. So for here, the midpoint of my own armhole is 5.25. okay, the midpoint of my own armhole here is 5.25. so when I mark it, I'm going to mark it now. So when I'm done marking it, I'll now connect it from that point to where I came out by ½ inch, just like as you are seeing in this video. You see the way I'm placing my curve ruler? That's how you're going to place yours. I'm going to mark it like that, just from that point down to my bust point. To tighten my armhole, I'm going to take out 2 inches that I'll take out 1 inch from one side and another 1 inch from another side, from the second side. Once I'm done with that, with the help of my curve ruler, I'm going to connect my curve down to where I came out by ½ inch. So that's what I'm going to do in this video. I'll connect it from, just watch what I'm doing. I'll connect the curve just like so. Then I'm going to come out by 2 inch and I'll trace the line and connect the lines. When I come by 2 inch, I'm going to connect the line, the curve. Okay, yes, just like so. Then I'm going to do same thing to the other side of my darts. Okay, then once I'm done with that, from where my armhole stop, I'm going to come out by 2 inch, just as how I came out by 2 inch from my upper armhole. So I'm going to come out by 2 inch. Then once I'm done with that, I'm going to connect the curves together. That's going to form my new armhole. So once I'm done with that, I'm now going to insert all my vertical measurements. I'll put my bust measurement, which is 10.5. I'll mark out 10.5. Then I'm going to mark up, because I'm including sewing allowance to this draft, so I'm adding my sewing allowance, which is 2 inches, making it 12.5. Then I come down to my under bust. My under bust is 35 divided by 4, 8.75. Then I'm going to the 2.5 inch for my dart. I will add it to it. Then after adding the 2.5 inch, then I'm going to mark out my bust, my sewing allowance, which is 2 inches sewing allowance. So that's what I'm doing in this video. Then I came down to my waistline. My waistline is 36 divided by 4, 9 inches. Then I'm going to impute the 2.5 inches for my dart. Then after adding the 2.5 inches for my dart, I'm going to add my sewing allowance, which is 2 inches. Okay, then I also marked out my full length measurements. Once I was done with that, I also drew a straight line to connect the lines together, just like so what you're seeing in this video. Now I'm going to draw my bust dart, and my bust dart is the difference between my back waistline and my front waistline, and the difference is 2 inches. So I'm going to mark 2 inches for my bust dart. Then after marking it, I'm going to connect it straight to my bust point, just like what you are seeing in this video. There you have it, guys. If you have watched up to this point, then you should be able to draft your own Princess Dart bustier for a medium size or a plus size. You can even use this method to draft for a plus size person. Okay, so there you have it, guys. Our Princess Dart bustier is ready. If you have watched up to this point, please subscribe to my channel. Please guys, subscribe to my channel, drop a comment on the kind of tutorial you want me to drop, okay, and I'll do well to reply to comments. So now that we are done, we are going to cut out our Princess Dart bustier. We're going to cut it out, we're going to trace it out now. Okay, thank you for watching.